All right, guys, we are live. It looks like for this Saturday evening. I need to. I'll be right back. I need to refill my wine. Uh, duh. So don't go away. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, and salute to all my friends out there. All right, I thought I would take a chance tonight. I know I haven't done much on the weekends for the summer. There's a reason for that. You know, it's summer. People have plans, catching up with family, friends, post pandemic, and all that. Like myself, completely understandable. So I don't know how many of you will jump on tonight. I just thought I would take a chance since I had some free time for this evening. I had all my chores done. I washed the car and I think I'll cut grass tomorrow. I got my wine ready. So for us here in the United States, it is getting towards the end of summer. Sadly, my summer ended back in June when my son decided to drive to Pittsburgh with a bad water pump and blew the engine on his Lexus. This is not a news nonsense joke, by the way. It's true. I suppose if you're going to do something sacrilegious to a Lexus, do it a week before Father's Day. Hey, what can I say? I'm special. So I knew that was the end of my summer. So my plans got pretty much canceled. I was going down to Florida. I was going to shop for a new computer. Anyway, thankfully, my son was not hurt, but the car is, as they say, toasted. So it was an expensive lesson that he learned. So for tonight, I am using StreamYard just to make this easier for me to split the screen between the screen here, the live feed, and your comments. It looks like somebody is in the comments. Steve is in the house. Hi, buddy. How are you? What kind of ideas are we tossing tonight around tonight? Good one. That's one for Steve. Camper packed heading to Hocking Hills tomorrow. That is in Ohio. Nice, nice. Yeah, I had plans to go down to Florida, visit some friends, but when the thing happened in my son's car, I'm like, oh man. I canceled everything. So I think I found another car for him, a used Lexus. Anyway, you're heading down tomorrow. Be safe. Enjoy the weather here in Ohio. You're in Ohio also. It's been obviously mostly dry this summer. I'm not complaining because summers are too short, my friend. So enjoy it. My excitement this summer has been, car shopping would be due. Heading out to the pool as much as I can, getting my exercises in. And that's about going to the pool is probably the only time, maybe not the only time, but the time where I just float and relax, have no care in the world. Nothing. And after the start of this summer, I've had better summers, but hey, I'm here, I'm healthy. This old computer's still running. My son's been without a car all summer, but it's a lesson that he had to learn after I told him don't drive to Pittsburgh with a bad water pump. But what are you gonna do? What happened to my son's Lexus? I was going to trade in his car. He had a used Lexus, an RX 350, and I knew it needed service, so I told him just drive the car in town. You know, short trips, groceries, chores, and we'll just trade it in as is. Take less on the trade. Just find him a newer car. Well, for some reason, he decided to not follow my advice. He drove from here to Pittsburgh. He decided to do that before dropping off the car to get checked. The water pump failed. The engine basically blew. Thankfully, the car did not catch on fire or nothing. He's okay. Had the car towed. Sure enough, it was the water pump, and now we lost the trade-in value on the car. And this is not a joke. Like I said, this was a week before Father's Day. Kids, what are you going to do? He's okay. Thankfully, no one was hurt. But the car is basically junk. So, yeah, that pretty much ended my plans for the summer. But so that's what happened in a nutshell. Yeah, bad water pump. Honestly, I can't blame the car. The car had passed 220,000 miles with the original water pump. I can't blame the car. It needed service. Of course, those of you who drive Toyota products and Lexus, they're the gold standard when it comes to cars. So I can't blame the car. I really can't. I'm just mad because we lost the trade-in value, about $4,000 or $5,000. It was a, yeah, it is what it is. So not a fun summer, but I'm okay. He's okay. I'm here enjoying the time as much as I can, but that's what happened. So for tonight, I thought I would just jump on, take a chance. I've tried to do these before on the weekends. Very few people show up. People have plans. I get it. So I had some time for this evening before I turn on to the TV and see what's new. So anyway, you're pulling the motor and rebuilding it. Oh, on your vehicle? Okay. Yeah, I don't have any interest in that. Yeah, I'm going to get a few $100 for sell it for scrap. I don't want to mess with it. So it left a bad taste in my mouth. So so that's what's new with me here, and it's that and a few other things. I haven't been on that much for the weekends, but you know. So for tonight, like I said, I had some time live streaming with StreamYard from Linux Mint, and this particular Dell I dual boot with Windows 11. So StreamYard is I like how StreamYard works. Very clean, precise, streamlined. It's easy to keep track of what I'm doing and you guys chatting. I can change the banner. I can have some fun with this, of course. Yeah, I like to make all my Arch Linux users feel comfy. I'm just kidding. But I like at the bottom I can scroll where it says top 3 alternatives to Windows, Chromebooks, Linux Mint, Zorin OS, and a few others. But the Chromebooks are rock. All these years I wanted an affordable Linux machine for the masses, and who knew Chromebooks would come out on top? So be it, right? Anyway. No, I'm saying that I have my kids got reason to buy more tools. Oh, I get it. Oh, yeah. I don't have any desire rebuilding the engine or popping in a used engine. I'm just not feeling it, Steve. Yeah. I'm just gonna get a few $100, move on to the next vehicle. Yeah. That car is over. Anyway, cheers. All right, I'm looking good on my end. Let me see what we got here. And I'll try to keep an eye on the chat if somebody else drops in. I'm guessing the sound and video is okay, Steve? Right? I'm going to have to try the next one on Skype. I noticed Skype, Windows, Microsoft said no longer putting ads on Skype. It's a huge pain. I get it. Yeah, it's... I don't want to veer too much off topic here, but you have to find an engine. Do you trust the engine? You got to make an appointment to have it changed and all good and all figured out. And all right, so we're all good on my end. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to move on as far as cars go. I never did like shopping for cars because I hate American cars. I just don't trust them. But that's another story altogether. All right. Let me do share the screen here. Like I said, I'll keep an eye on the comments. If anybody else drops in, say hi. Do say hi. Always love chatting with you guys. And like I said, tonight wasn't really planned. I thought I would take a chance, but it's been kind of quiet. But I totally get it. It's summer. People make plans like yourself. And anyway, all right. I don't know if you can hear any background music, but I got background music by my dad. Uh, I mentioned this before. If you're interested in original Italian tunes and want to support the channel, you can check out the website here, salvatorepate.bandcamp.com. These were the tunes that my dad was sending me when he was stuck in Italy almost 4 years during the pandemic lockdown. There's a couple tunes here from his movie. Those of you watching this, you see the red banner there with the cross and the star. Those are two songs he wrote for his movie. We are still searching for a distributor. We hired a promoter this summer, so hopefully this year we'll have some good news. Crossing my fingers, as it were. But that's the music I have playing in the background, mainly the Italian love songs, with one song that is completely off the wall. It's the "Oh Hey I'm Screwed" song. If you're curious, check it out. All the money goes back into paying the Comcast bill, as it were. All right, let me see what else I have here. Some news. All right, so one of the biggest Linux news has to be the revamped from scratch desktop environment from System 76, the Cosmic Desktop. This is basically a modified version of the GNOME desktop. GNOME is not my favorite desktop at all. It's one of my least, unless it's modified with extensions and stuff like that, but it just isn't for me. System 76 out of Denver, Colorado, I believe, has chosen to, maybe they feel the same way I do. They've chosen to create a new desktop from scratch. I believe it's the Rust programming language. I took a look at this, and I must say it looks pretty sharp. It's an alpha release. It's not made for everyday use, of course, but if you want to try it out, it's free. And I still don't care for the GNOME desktop in general, unless it's Zorin OS. Zorin is fantastic. But if you wanted to try something new, I mean, a lot of work went into this. You can tell it looks good. So I give the people out of Denver a lot of credit for something like this, and I give credit where credit is due. Yes, I still use Windows, not as much. I use mainly Linux, Mint, and or my Chromebook. But this is something new, brand new, and this has been a couple years in the making, I do believe. Like I said, I think they just got fed up with GNOME and with Ubuntu in general. I think that's why they did something like this. So, but check it out from system76.com/cosmic. All right, what else do we have here? Ransomware is back in the news. Here's a news item you just don't see every day. Ransomware attack paralyzes milking robots, and the cow is dead. Maybe I should have saved this for a news and nonsense episode, but Windows 11 has built-in ransomware protection. Evidently, for whatever reason, it's not working. I don't know why. You shouldn't be getting this. People should not be attacked with this. That being said, if you want the absolute top security, try a Chromebook. I've challenged everyone out there who has a Chromebook. Have you been hit with ransomware, malware? So far, I've had 0 replies. This should not be happening in today's world. But anyway, I feel sorry for the farmer. This was Switzerland. It's funny, but it's not funny anyway. But yeah, but this ransomware thing is very, very serious, expensive. If you are new to all this and you're completely lost when it comes to technology and you're not sure what your next computer can be, just get a Chromebook. 0 maintenance, 0 ransomware, 0 malware from what I understand. Rock solid Linux performance. And anyway, I feel bad for this farmer. All right. What do I have here next? Tesla. A Tesla burns after driver in Mexico plugs it directly into a power line. I mean, I know Teslas are hot cars, but come on. Not only did the Tesla burst into flames, the blaze was so hot it set a neighboring house on fire. Um, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Post pandemic, the world has gone bonkers. Let me have a sip of wine. Ah, wow, the stupidity. All right, I have nothing else to say on that story. What else do I have? All right, some final Linux news. A company called Tuxedo Computers that they are selling their first 3-in-1 convertible laptop, Linux laptop. Now, this is not new. Chromebooks has been doing this for years, but look, if you're looking for something different, this is a German-based company, Tuxedo Computers. Um, I think this one runs about $1,000, a little bit pricey, but considering it is a 3-in-1, and if you're looking for something Linux powered, that's not a Chromebook. That's probably reliable. I don't know too much about Tuxedo's computers. For a 3-in-1, $1,000 is not out of the realm of affordability, although you can get Chromebooks starting at about $300 to $400 for a 3-in-1. But if you don't care for Chrome OS, I totally get it. You may want to check out Tuxedo Computers. So, all right. Let me get out of this. Okay. All right. And I'm back. So, if there's anybody else watching and would love to say hello, please say hello. Did they drop Pop OS? No, it's on the standard Pop OS is still there to download. Okay. There's a separate link for the alpha version for Cosmic Desktop Pop OS based on Ubuntu 24.04, I do believe. I think. Check the website, but I think the standard version, the non-alpha version, is still there. So, yeah, it should be there. So again, this is the new Cosmic is totally new, but Pop OS is also, I've tested before, is rock solid. They have a few modifications, a few extensions to make it more user friendly, but I just never been a fan of GNOME in general. It's just I prefer the Mate desktop. I think it's easier to use. I'm more of a mouse centric guy. Right click, get to my destination, as it were, to what I want to do, and yeah, it's but you know, with the proper extensions, as in Zorn OS and Pop OS, GNOME is usable. By the way, we were talking cars. If anybody hasn't seen it, check out a video I did about a couple years ago. Should you buy a Lexus with 200,000 miles? Look at the video. You can decide for yourself. Anyway, yeah, but the biggest Linux news this week, it has to be probably the release of the new Pop OS Alpha Cosmic desktop. Mate on Manjaro, whatever works. I'm not a Linux fan for Windows users, but if it works, the best operating system is the one that works for you. I should have been in politics. I should have been a diplomat in politics, right? Yeah. Yeah, Republican, Democrat, forget about it. Vote Italian. Anyway, salute once again. I am on the Mate version of Linux Mint right now. I've always liked this. This is I mean, I've been using this really since 2010. There's something about the Mate that, yeah, it is a huge pain. You install, well, anyway, um, yeah. But I guess you're a Mate fan too, huh? I miss Unity. You use pretty much all of them every day. I used to distro hop. I stopped temporarily with Ubuntu with Unity right before they switched, 2016 ish. I thought I was done. Then Ubuntu says, screw you, Toss. We're going to switch to GNOME. I was like, that was the beginning of the end for me, for Ubuntu. And right now, I'm going to stick with my Chromebook. I have yet to find a bug in a Chromebook. I'm being totally serious. I don't recall ever having to go into the terminal to a Chromebook to fix something. It zero bugs, incredible, absolutely stellar machines. But who knew? You know. But and Linux Mint is solid too. It is. You know. Um. Anyway, check my phone messages. A little bit cooler tomorrow, 79. Should be warm enough for the pool, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. All right, so I'll stick around a little bit longer, Steve. Again, if anybody else is watching, wants to say hello, please do. You haven't distro hop in years. Ain't nobody got time for that. I stopped once Chromebooks planted themselves as a Linux machine for the masses during the pandemic. It happened. I think I'm done. I'll test occasional new things like the new Pop OS, Cosmic, stuff like that. I don't mind, but yeah, after almost, I've been using Linux since 2006. So after almost 20 years, I think I'm done because I realized all I was doing was bug hopping from bugs to bugs to bugs to bugs. It was really silly in a way, you know. But, and of course, over the years, the year of the Linux desktop, the year of the Linux desktop, this year's well, I don't know how you define that, but if you define the year of the Linux desktop, a machine that can replace Windows that is affordable based on Linux, the year of the Linux desktop was during the pandemic, and that's a Chromebook. Steve is in the house. It's from Steve's very own. Cheers, my friend. It's the Steve special. We have Steve Gunner and Steve from Steve's very own. Welcome to the Steve Comedy Hour. Bada bing. So I sold my homing pigeon on eBay for the 27th time. I should be able to get a new computer soon, thanks to my pigeon. But a bump bump. Psh. Yeah, say hello to the other Steve. Why not? While I play my dad's tunes. How are you, other Steve? I'm just chilling for this evening. I thought I would jump on. I mean, it's still summer. I don't think we'll get a lot of guests on tonight. People have family and friends plans, but I got no plans for this evening. I was telling Steve G that my summer ended in June when my son blew the engine on his Lexus a week before Father's Day because I'm so special. Kids. Anyway, he's okay. He's all right. Just dad is going bonkers. So how you been? You know, if you guys want to hop on, I'll let me post a link here. If anybody else wants to hop on, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, absolutely no plans for this evening. So, actually, a beautiful dry evening here in Ohio. So, yeah, but I washed the car, vacuumed it. So I'm just chilling with wine and having a tequila tonic with a splash of lime. Very nice. Very nice. I wish I lived closer to you, Steve. You're grilling at the moment. We'll keep grilling, my friend. All right. One more refill of my glass. Feel free for your jokes. So this is my last one. It's Color Rossi wine. Not a lot of alcohol content. I usually stop at 3 glasses. Beautiful and 75 today. Nice. Yeah, I think it hit 80 today in Ohio. But this morning I did not see a cloud in the sky. It was like a sky with no bugs, no clouds, It was beautiful. So, but yeah, I'm just chilling with some wine, my dad's tunes, and with some friends. So, don't know if you guys remember Daryl Hall from Hall and Oates, the musical duo. They have a new Daryl has a new song out called "The Whole World Is Better with You." I like it. The whole world is better with you. Anyway, check out Daryl Hall. So, you remember back in the day, you can get that jug for $2.99. Yeah, I remember back in the day, gas was $1 a gallon. Thank you, President Clinton. I guess those days are gone, right? Oh well. If the music is too high, let me know. So, $1.99 on sale. I know. This was Kroger's supermarket. $17 for a gallon. It usually lasts me. I don't drink wine every night, so it usually lasts me a month. At least we're not weird. No, there's nothing weird about drinking wine. Not at all. No, no. If that was a gallon of vodka, it might be a different story. But yeah. Anyway, to my two Steves, salute. Oh, I almost forgot. A friend of mine from Florida. Her name is Dr. Linda Duray. Uh, Fantastic 50-year career in entertainment and psychotherapist. She used to have her own TV show back in the 90s. It was a call-in show. Family help, family drug problem, marriage problem. She hosted that show for a year out of Florida. We became friends this year. They say God works in strange ways. There you go. Anyway, she flew up to meet me, to see us, and I posted part 1 of her interview. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Really remarkable woman. And I think I will put up part 2 tomorrow, maybe Sunday night. I have to let her know. She gave me permission. She saw part 2 edited, and she says it was fine. So look for that tomorrow night. I think tomorrow night. We got a little bit light in part 1. In part 2, we talk about more serious stuff, about how technology has affected family and how families can seek help. So look for that maybe tomorrow evening. So I'm not going to call her now. It's 9:00. I'm not sure what time she goes to bed. She lives in Florida, and it's very hot in Florida. But it's Dr. Linda Duray. You can search her. She has her own website and stuff on YouTube. A remarkable woman, absolutely classy. I am so blessed to be exposed to classy ladies, not just here in town, but of course our singer friend Stephanie, Dr. Duray. I'm very lucky to have friends like that. So Steve says, "Cool, yes," and salute, my friend. And she did say that if you once you see that part 2, if you know any people, or maybe you need help or advice, you feel free to contact her for any advice. As far as what she charges and that stuff, what her fees are, you'll have to work it out with her. But really a very nice, down to earth. She met my dad, and if you see my dad on the interviews I did, Linda says, "You know what? I met your dad. We're talking," and she said, "Your dad is like a tsunami. When he walks into a room, he just takes over." That's pretty accurate. Anyway, classy lady. So Linda, you're the best. But yeah, but for the night, I'm just chilling. But I had some news up a little bit about what's going on and some random stuff, Steve. But I'm just chilling for tonight. So, it's I'll stick around, see if anybody else jumps on. But I know you're making plans, grilling and stuff, and that's why I haven't done much on the weekends. It's kind of pointless. People have plans, so I figure by September, when summer is over in the U.S., maybe people will have less plans on the weekend to join us here. So we'll see. But that's why I haven't been on that much. I've been doing a lot of morning stuff. It's just more beneficial for me to get up in the morning when I have time and do my morning stretches. It helps my sore back, so I can do two things at once. So, anyway, Steve, are you still using Pop OS or something else? I lost track. Steve G, if you're still in the house, I'm not ignoring you. And like I said, you do have a safe trip tomorrow, okay? You are. Okay. I guess it's worked out pretty good for you. I just was never a fan of the GNOME desktop. It's just never could get into it that much. More Mate user. Yeah. Just playing with the colors here on the banner. I kind of like that one. We'll go with that. Um, you feel the same about cinnamon and mate? Okay. Steve G, you're doing packing? Okay. Yeah, I don't, from where I live, I don't think Hocking Hills is that far. Um, Steve G. Oh, Steve, you installed Alpha Cosmic? You actually did a full install? Okay. Yeah, I ran it off a live USB, and I thought it looked pretty sharp. I still can't get I still can't cannot get into GNOME in general, but I for a alpha, I thought it looked pretty sharp. Yeah. Let me look at distro um, world real quick here. I meant to say distro watch, not distro world. All right, so on distro watch, I'm going to turn down the music on my end. Number one, we have MX Linux, 2 is Mint, 3 Endeavor, 4 is Debian, 5 is Ubuntu, 6 Manjaro, 7 Fedora, 8 is Pop OS, 9 is OpenSUSE, and 10 is Zorin. Those are the top 10 page hit rankings approximately on Distro Watch. So Pop OS is number 8. So be it. Uh, yeah, it's not vanilla GNOME. It's a modified version of GNOME. But what I noticed with the alpha, um, you can't right click on the desktop and do anything. I like to right click like now in Amate and do what I want to do. And GNOME, in general, without extensions, you can't do that, which to me is just stupid. Why you want to make it less user friendly? I never quite understood that, and I don't think it's just me as a Windows user who thinks that way. You know, you want to make it more functionable. Functionable, yeah, functionable, not less functionable. Too much tequila. Well, it is what it is. But Zorn OS has done a good job installing I think a half a dozen extensions to make it work. But it's weird. Why, after installing a fresh new system, you have to install other stuff to make it friendly? Does that make sense to you? Is it just me? I don't think so. You haven't right-click on the desktop in years? Really? Oh, yeah, it's so much faster to move around. Absolutely. I do it quite a bit in Mate, Linux Mint Mate. It's not modified GNOME either. Looks modified to me, but whatever it is, it's like I said, it is an alpha, and I thought it looked pretty sharp. Like they said, I think it's built from scratch from the programming language Rust, if I'm not mistaken. But to me, it looks like a modified version of GNOME. So Steve G says Plasma for the win. Plasma is lightweight and fast. I will say that. But if you feel the need for speed, just get a Chromebook. Just forget about the rest. Get a Chrome. If you want pure speed and nothing else, it's hard to beat Chrome OS, for what I've seen. Yeah, Steve, it's built from scratch. Yeah. There's something called Ubuntu Desktop Pack on DistroWatch. Wow. I just saw it. They kept a bit of the look, but the build makes extensions absolutely easy to make and supposedly will not break. That's the key. Will they not break? My last full install of Ubuntu was Ubuntu 22. You might recall. I did an upgrade through the terminal. I had no sound. Couldn't fix it. I thought, you know what? No, I'm a Windows user. I get it, but I have patience. I'll just do a fresh install. I still had no sound. Really, Ubuntu? Really? I gave up on Ubuntu. I think it has something to do with the GNOME desktop. Maybe, I don't know, but it was very disappointing. My first date with Linux was with Ubuntu back in 06. No more Ubuntu for me. It's just not worth the headache. Once you turn 50 and I'm past that, I'm like, I don't want no more freaking headaches. Come on, I want it to work. You never had an issue in Pop? Yeah, the brief time I used Pop, I thought it was okay. It's obvious work went into it, So I need to call my dad tomorrow. There in it, I guess there's a heat wave there in Italy. He says he avoids the day. He does stuff in the morning or in the evening. He's posted pictures on Facebook there by the ocean with friends. It looks very relaxing. I kind of wish I was there, but anyway. Exactly, just works, which Windows does. Oh my God, the Linux community with pitchforks. Yeah, I've installed Windows 11 on two machines that are completely outdated. And I know each time I say I'm going to get a new machine, something happens. Life gets in the way. But I've installed Linux 11 on two completely outdated machines, and it's faster than some Linux systems. Those are the facts. I'm not saying it's for you watching, but it works. Now, do I like the politics of Microsoft? Not necessarily. But does it work? There's no question. Anyway, Dark Horse Productions. Hi. You've been chatting with a brilliant lady. I don't have the heart to tell her I'm not a traveler. You're not a traveler. Okay. You have to travel to visit her? Anyway. So Steve G says Ubuntu for your server switch from CentOS and then to Alma Linux. Ubuntu for you has been more stable for servers. Okay. Dark Horse says she's a great friend, wants to travel the world, wants to learn scripting in Linux. That means she's smart, right? Windows 10 starts and closes so quick. Okay. Windows 11 on your personal desktop just because of music creation software. Okay, fair enough. Microsoft has politics, doesn't everybody? To be fair, but yeah, the Windows 11 operating system by itself, I think, is pretty good. I was surprised that it worked on a machine that originally had Windows 7. I thought it was going to crash and burn. Haven't had any issues. I have to give credit where credit is due. Yes, I put the ladies. I'm Italian, so the ladies are always number one. They're brilliant, and you better say that if you want to sleep better at night. Cheers. Anyway, good evening, Dark Horse Productions. How are you? This is fun. I haven't done this in a while. Anyway, I feel comfy tonight. We go Trump 2024. I'm Italian. I'm sorry. I support the ladies. No Trump. If I was the Godfather, I would say, you know, this Mr. Trump, he has no respect for the ladies. We need to do something about it, if you see what I'm saying. Anyway. I'm doing good, Dark Horse. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's a very relaxing, quiet evening here in Ohio. I got my red wine. I got some friends. Life is good. Thank you. Windows 11, Chris Titus script tool to keep it lean. Okay. Yeah, I don't. When I did a fresh install of Windows 11, I didn't do a lot of modifications to it. To be quiet, I didn't have to. That's the beauty of it. It just works. You know, I would love to make fun of Windows 11. You know me, I'm an equal opportunity comedy basher. But when something works, I can't lie. You know, it works. And I know there were videos in the past. Well, Microsoft's going to make your own machine obsolete. That's not necessarily true. You know, a lot of misinformation out there. I know it's cost me subscribers, but I can't lie. So, but Harris Walls, oops, no politics. You know, I will say this. We're lucky to live in the country where you can say something like this, Steve, or vote who you want to vote for and no fear of being thrown in jail or any stuff like that. We're very lucky. But I will say this as an outside observer, the level of engagement and excitement for them is, I have to admit, it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch, you know. People seem to be having a lot of fun. I don't believe in the two-party system because no matter who's president, I keep seeing the same potholes over and over again. That's my philosophy. That being said, the team of Waltz and Kamala, it's fun to watch. Businesses are entities formed by individual humans. Yeah. Anyway, but I did like the one thing. What's his name? Tim Wall says when it comes to women's right to choose. What did he say? Some like, look, we all have our families that we love, and I follow the golden rule. When it comes to deciding about your family, the rule is mind your own damn business. I'll drink to that. Anyway, Sneaky Linux. Welcome, sir. How are you? All the way from the UK, I do believe. Welcome, sir. Anyway, Steve GC's work for Trump. I'll enjoy it with there. Yeah, you know, this people at work who have different views, but we all get along. You know, like I said, we're lucky to live in the country where we can share different views, joke about both sides, and still have wine or a beer. And we're very lucky to do that. So, like I said, this is not a political channel. I don't believe in the two-party system. It doesn't work in general. Um, Dark Horse says Trump is pro-life. I suppose if you cheat on three wives, you're very pro-life. But yeah, um, I'm pro-life too, but I'm pro-freedom too. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. But anyway, a rum bump. Yeah, I have on my Facebook. I don't post any politics. I just don't want to go there. I have friends who do it. I'll comment there. But there are people who will say you need to vote for Trump who's pro-life. That's true, but who's really pro-death? Nobody's pro-death. But that's what I cracked the joke. If you cheat on three wives, you're very pro-life, right? Anyway, uh, yeah. Look. I am against abortion as a Catholic, but I'm pro-freedom. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Like I don't do politics here, but that's how I feel as an independent. Anyway, um, and it's great to have you. No, no, he's not pro-life. He's not. Well, well. Anyway, uh, I will say this: Trump is fun to listen to. On Memorial Day, he says something like, "I like to we honor and praise all our uh, and salute all our soldiers, except to all the scumbags out there who didn't vote for me or something." I can't believe I'm laughing, but anyway. Hi, Ben. He's in the house. How are you? Cheers. Moderates rarely are by definition. I think most people, the controlling voter class are the independents. Last estimate, 110 million independents. It's a lot of independents, but and I'm glad this. I'm glad they don't really believe in either side in general, but they have to think about things, you know. But anyway, I'm just going to say I'm pro freedom and leave it at that. So, how are you, man? Yeah, here in Ohio, it's definitely Trump County, but it's all good. It's all good. You can tell where I stand with my blue shirt. Ha ha. No, I just like this polo shirt. If it has nothing to do with politics, but I do like blue. Anyway, I wonder if Kamala Harris or Trump use Linux. I'm guessing if I asked either of them, they would go. Anyway, Ben is using Chat GPT. Enjoy using it. Okay, cool. Very good. Yeah, they would. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if politicians are tech savvy. Probably some are. I shouldn't make fun of either or. Probably some are. I'm just trying to be funny for this evening. But I've had friends tell me I should have ran for office here locally, but I don't know. I chose not to for a variety of reasons. And one of the reasons was I didn't want to be corrupted. as it were. If that makes any sense, I don't know. Kamala uses Ubuntu Vanilla. Whatever. I'm not going to judge a person by what operating system they use, obviously. Maybe she uses Arch. Maybe she's smarter than us all. Ubuntu seems to be getting good again. Honestly, Dark Horse, I don't know. I stopped using Ubuntu after Ubuntu 22 when I did a full install and I had no sound. But that wasn't the best part. When I couldn't fix the sound, I went to the sound settings and it said dummy output. Well, F you too, Ubuntu. I don't use Ubuntu anymore. It'd be funny if she ran Gentoo. I don't know. Dark Horse is just playing. Yeah, I don't know. It would be fun to be a worker on the inside just to see what goes on either side, just to see, because all we're doing is speculating. Maybe we don't know anything. Um, but I will tell you this: Kamala, if she wins, has dark hair. It's going to turn gray hair really fast once you get the job. And the other guy has gray hair already, so he's all set. Anyway. Dark Horse, you have Mint Debian. Mint Debian is good too. I had that for a while. I believe they still offer 32-bit edition, right? I think. But it's good. Mm-hmm. I'm just listening to the song that my dad wrote, sung by a tenor in Italy. Very peaceful. It's from his movie. Anyway, the new Mint was released. Yes, I installed it. It's rock solid. It's very good. You tried Linux Mint XFCE. I think I have XFCE on one of my other desktops, Ben. It's okay. I still prefer the Mate desktop as my first choice. Italian music, so much bravado, and the most not really bravado. Well, it's just the culture. I had, as I said before, when my dad is a songwriter. When he was stuck in Italy during the pandemic, I didn't see him for almost 4 years, and I could tell he was depressed. So I said, Dad, look, why don't you start sending me songs from your music vault? It was something for him to do. Luckily, he had a friend who has a little music studio close to where he lives, and he started sending me tunes during the pandemic. Here, let me post the website in the chat if you want to check them out. Check out the tunes. All right. There's my dad's website with his original tunes. Like I said, 2 of them from his movie that was still trying to get a distributor, but these are all original tunes. My dad sings on some of them. He's really not a singer. Again, it's just a different culture. So Mate is great. I agree. That's what I'm using now. And there we go, Mate. Terrific desktop environment. So fast, so easy, uncluttered. It just works. It's not fancy, but it's not meant to be. It's simple, like Chrome OS. It just works. And of course, you can right click. Love it. It's fast, it's easy, it's terrific, But this is the Mate desktop. Anyway, you think you have Bandcamp? You follow? Thank you. Yeah, if you buy any songs, the money goes straight into the PayPal account to keep this channel running. When my dad started sending me the songs, he said the songs and the money you make are yours to help you out. So any songs that you buy, if you want to, go back into the channel. So, and they're all original songs. Two of the songs, look for the red graphic, Dark Horse. Those two songs are taken from his movie that has not been released, which we're trying to find a buyer for it. But if the movie gets ever released in theaters, you'll be one of the first to say, "Hey, I know that dude." Anyway, um, but yeah, check it out, and you can sample all the songs for free. But this is StreamYard with Linux Mint Mate. Like I said, it works fantastic. Check out the "Oh Hey I'm Screwed" song. I think I posted translated lyrics. My dad caught me by surprise with that one. It's a satire on life when things don't always work out with relationships. I think it's a cool song. So really hope it's released. It seems like Hollywood is interested in fast, cheap junk, sex, violence, cheap thrills. I guess there's a market for that, but my dad's movie is it's totally opposite, based on a true story, and I and they just finished filming another Superman movie here in Ohio. I mean, really, another Superman? It just gets exhausting. Tell me a good story. Tell me a good story or something fun to watch. Now, next week, I think the next Alien movie comes out, Alien Romulus. I'll probably go see that for fun. But yeah, do we need another Superman movie? I mean, I don't know. What, Superman versus Terminator is next? I don't know. The last good movie I saw was Top Gun Maverick. I really enjoyed that one. Good story. And they're making Top Gun 3, by the way. That's 3 glasses of wine. I think that's it for tonight. Great. But yeah. Another Godzilla movie. I will say this about the Godzilla movie. The last one I saw back in January, Godzilla Minus One, I predicted it would win an Academy Award, and it did. It was good. I was surprised, and they left it open for a sequel. So that I might see out of curiosity because it was different. I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it, but it was a good story, and I'll pay to watch a good story all the time. Yeah, Top Gun 3, I believe the story is being written now or has been done. They just got to hire the actors and the contracts and all that. But Top Gun 2, if you saw it, left open for a sequel. I'm not surprised when the movie makes $1.5 billion. So Ben, you're running Arch-based Linux still? I'm tired of headaches, man. Give me my Linux Mint and my Chromebook. I'm done. Arch for the win, if you say so. I tried Archbase in the past. That wasn't for me. As we say in New York, forget about it. I'm gonna post a link here in the chat. Uh, this is the song you want to play, listen to, and read the translated lyrics. This will make you laugh. Okay, this is for Dark Horse. All original by my dad. Very clever. Storm OS makes Arch hella easy. Just saying, okay. Yeah, I'm still not gonna do it. I'm gonna stick with my Linux Mint, but Mint Debian is good. Since we're talking Arch, make my Arch friends feel comfy. What's for bed? I couldn't resist. Sorry. Uh, any Chromebook users? Anyway, but so right. I guess so, Steve. Yeah. We were talking, one of my friends and I were talking cars today and how cars have all this tracking. These newer cars have all this tracking built in. I mean, when people say use this for privacy on the web, what are you talking about? Privacy on the web is like an oxymoron. There is no privacy on the web because just when you think you have it figured out, you buy a new car. Oh, there's half a gazillion things that can track you that way. What about going grocery shopping? 5 million cameras. You want privacy? Move to an island, right? The privacy centric operating system. That must be pretty good vodka that you're drinking, man. I'm just saying. Da, 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 da. Anyway. All right. What time is it? 9:34. Shall I stay on a few more minutes? What do you guys think? You want to keep going on? I wish we had more people on, but it's great to have all of you here. This is fun. This was just by chance jumping on tonight. So, in the past we'd have a lot more people on, but I think once summer is done with, I think we'll probably have more people joining in to say hello. So what did the drummer name his two twin daughters? Anna 1, Anna 2. But a boom. I like the joke. What can I say? It's clever. Let me share this screenshot of my dad. This is my dad at one of his movie roles out in New York. I forget which movie this was. Anyway, he's a little bit older now, a little bit more gray hair, but I think that's a good shot there. Yeah. Thanks, Dad, for all the wonderful music. Ben, you can play with your scripts all you want. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah. All right, I'm probably going to end this here in around 5 to 10 minutes. We'll see if anybody else jumps in to say hello. After 3 glasses of wine, I think I'm probably ready to wrap this up, but I'll stick around a little bit longer just to see if anybody else wants to jump in, say hello. So I didn't really schedule this, so it was a late minute thing, but we'll see. I like StreamYard. It's pretty good. Okay. Go back to the comments. Leave it there. So, anyway, so I'm definitely going to sleep in the morning. Let me see what the weather forecast is. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high in the upper 70s. I'll take it. Looking good. Monday, sunny. Good. Tuesday, partly cloudy. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Nice. Sunny Thursday. Very good. Storm West makes Arch easy, just saying. Well, that's good. Cool. All right. All right. So let's give this a 5-minute warning, and then we'll wrap this up for tonight. I've been on over an hour. So, as they say, time flies when you're having fun, right? Take care, Ben. I'll catch you next time. Take care, my friend. Catching up on the news here online. Anyway. Steve, are you on again Sunday morning? Dark Horse says the lyrics are great. The song is pretty good. Yeah, it's what can I say? My dad's talented. I am not, at least not in that way. He just has a gift. So I wish I had that gift. I do not. So anyway, but thank you for checking it out. I might get myself a snack now that I think about it. The wine is making me hungry. Got a copy? Okay. Cool. I don't know what my schedule is for next week. Maybe we'll do this again next weekend. Give me 1 second, see if I got my schedule in front of me. I do not. We'll see. We might do this again next. We might do this again next Saturday evening. Maybe. I got the next few days off, so This was fun. It's been a while since I've done something like this. Like I said, summer is getting towards the end, so I had no plans for this evening. So I always enjoy doing stuff like this just to chill, relax, don't think about much, just chat with you guys. So have some wine, but I think I'll wrap this up for this evening. Um, but yeah, this is cool. All right. Um, I think that's it. So you guys know how to reach me. Hope this was fun. Just to, if anything, just to chill for the evening. And like I said, I may do this next week. We'll see. Just keep an eye out for this. Okay, Steve. Thank you, Dark Horse, the other Steve, Ben, everyone here. And yeah, I think I'll wrap this up for this. I think I'm just going to turn on the TV, grab a quick snack upstairs, and relax for the evening. And nice chatting with all of you. Okay, and cheers, and just a little teeny weeny bit of wine left. That's it. Cheers.